Just days ago, at Ramot Junction in Jerusalem, Hamas terrorists opened fire on a bus stop crowded with children and adults. 6 innocent people were murdered, among them a 25-year-old who had immigrated from Spain, recently married and building his future in Israel, a rabbi who had dedicated his life to teaching the next generation, 2 residents of the community struck down in their own neighborhood. Among the wounded was a woman 8 months pregnant, left to fight for her life and the life of her unborn child. These are not numbers, they are lives, families, futures stolen. When the gunfire stopped, the bus and the pavement around it were drenched in blood. This is what terrorism looks like. Mothers clutching babies, a bus stop turned into a battlefield, a community scared in seconds. This is a reality we face in Israel. Terror raising its ugly head almost every single day. And let this council be reminded, there can be no immunity for terrorists. Hamas immediately praised the killers as heroic and exceptional, later claiming full responsibility for the attack and calling the massacre of innocent people a natural response. There is nothing natural about this. It is terror, pure and simple. Today, 48 innocent people are still held hostage by Hamas. Their families live in daily pain. It has been more than 700 days that innocent people have been trapped in Hamas captivity. 700 days of cruelty and abuse. Hamas has used them as bargaining chips, turning their suffering into currency. But let me be clear, there is no immunity for terrorists, not for those who commit it and not for those who enable it. Israel has agreed to President Trump's ceasefire proposal. We are ready to stop the fighting, but Hamas refuses. They keep the world waiting. They are in no rush. They have the time. Indifferent to the human suffering that their delay causes. And who suffers from this refusal? Not the leaders of Hamas, living abroad in the Ritz-Carlton in Doha. They don't suffer, they have the time. But the hostages languishing in their cells and the people of Gaza used as human shields. From the start, Hamas's strategy has been to embed its weapons among civilians. They hide rockets in schools, command centers in hospitals, and tunnels under homes. They put their own people in harm's way, then cry crocodile tears when civilians are hurt. Our fight is with Hamas, not with the people of Gaza, not with the state of Qatar. Israel will continue to take precautions to protect innocent lives. That is the difference between us and those who glorify massacre and terror. Like in the Bible, like Cain in the Bible, who was marked for the murder of his brother, so too are Hamas's leaders marked for their crimes. It doesn't matter where they hide, whether in the tunnel in Gaza or in a luxury hotel abroad. The mark of Cain is upon them. For too long, Hamas leaders have been sheltered not only in Doha, but in Beirut, Tehran, and elsewhere, parading as politicians and statesmen while acting as terrorists. They are treated like celebrities, when in reality, they are commanders of massacre and barbarism. This false disguise of legitimacy gave them freedom to move, to buy weapons, to recruit through so-called humanitarian networks, and to spread propaganda on international platforms that should have rejected them. This strike sends a message that should echo across this chamber. There is no sanctuary for terrorists. Not in Gaza, not in Tehran, not in Doha. There is no immunity for terrorists.
Look at the scumbag of Qatar. You know, the funny is that why in the world even we are having this meeting, shouldn't all of them they condemn Qatar and put sanctions and even fire Qatar to be in the United Nations because they are a country who sponsor terrorism? What is the excuse for having all the leaders of Hamas training camps in Qatar? What is the excuse that Qatar is the sponsored, even from the mouth of Trump himself 4 years ago, for all terrorism in the Middle East? Even Trump himself, he go against Israel. How dare you to do that? Risking our relationship with Qatar. Suddenly, Qatar is an important country. It's Japan. Trump is not worried about risking our relationship with Korea by capturing 500 Korean. And why they are there? Because the American government, they are playing games with them. They tell them, open a business, make a business, invest a business, and they are building this business for 20 years, and they don't give them visa. And then what they do? They go and ride them and round them and capture them. But Trump, he will not go and capture the terrorists of Hamas in Qatar, who killed American. See, when we say conservative, a conservative person, he don't have day and night. Like, sometime I go blind, sometime I see. You know what I mean? Conservative is somebody is conservative all the time. Doesn't matter we are talking to who about what. You can't be a conservative priest and then women they come to your church wearing very exposing skin clothing. That is not a church no more. A conservative is someone, he would do what conservatives do. You can't be conservative Christian and you go with women to the bar and you're drunk and you could drink and after that maybe you have sex. And then second weekend you go to the church and you are conservative. No, see, I am conservative. I don't support liberals. No, you are more liberal than the liberals. Here we see another form of fornication. The whole world is fornicating. If you are rich and the world need your gas and oil, you can play as much you want. And not only that, we protect you. We ourselves, the one who is claiming going after terrorists, we will protect you. We will support you. Israel is a small country. Even Trump, he go against them. How dare you to attack Qatar? So what they should do? In fact, the Israeli, government is just a bunch of stupid idiot. They should attack Qatar from the first day they kidnap, and then October 7 happened. Because all of us and the Israeli knew that the one behind all of this is Qatar. So why you wanna attack the tail and you forget about the head of the snake? If you cut the head of the snake, no Hamas. Hamas need money to survive. They are paying salary, buying weapon, building weapon, making drones. How? Qatar cut the money, cut the head of the snake, change the regime of Qatar. There's no Hamas. Every scumbag terrorist who get paid by Qatar, he will go and find a different job. Maybe we'll look for other country to sponsor his terrorism. It's a fact. All right? But the issue is nobody wanna say the truth. I mean, why would say the truth? The truth hurt. The truth is not easy to handle. We better not to talk about it. If Qatar one day stop paying us money, then we will question Qatar terrorism. Hello, I am Qatar. You know, we are terrorists and we are going to spend $1 trillion in America. Oh, sure, sure, Qatar. Okay, you know what? What terrorism? Are you kidding me? There's no terrorism. We saw nothing. I mean, what are we talking about? You know, like, come on. Yeah, just in the money, okay? Be sure by evening the money is coming, huh? Ah, okay.